I rebuilt my throne. Zanny let my kingdom, yeah, my true home.
Hey guys, it's Zantavius here, and we're here at Zantaverse podcast. Remember, this is a podcast, but it's also a conversation. So I want you to be here in tune with me and my guests and listen to the topics and join in. Today, we have King Ramil here. He's a film professional as well as a voice actor.
Yes, I am King Ramil, and I am here again because this is the best podcast on the planet. So if I'm here again, you probably need to tune in. And yes, like you said, I'm a film professional, voice talent, voice actor, and we're here to have a great conversation and to bring some laughs.
Yeah, great. So how's your day going?
Today is going smooth, man.
Mhm.
Today's going smooth. Can't complain. Nothing crazy has happened yet. And how about you?
It's going really well. I got a question. So are you a dancer?
Hell no.
Oh, you're not a dancer. Do you have rhythm?
No, but I try. I love to dance, but I'm not good at it.
Okay. Okay.
So like I
Okay.
love to dance. I
Okay.
love to dance. Like I love to just have the freedom of dancing.
Uh-huh.
But am I good at it?
Yeah.
And I know I'm not, but it's fun.
So do you feel like as far as in the entertainment field, you always have to have some type of dance exposure in the field, regardless of what you do, acting or producing or writing? Like, what do you think?
Do I think that you need to have some kind of dance exposure? I mean,
Mhm.
maybe not necessarily, in those fields. But I think that if you're into any kind of performance art, so if you're like into theater particularly, you know what I'm saying? Like I think that could be useful. But I feel like knowing how to dance is just like one of them skills that is
Yeah.
just it's kind of a gift.
Yeah.
It's kind of a gift.
I personally think everybody knows how to dance. If you know how to move, you know how to dance. Even if you don't go to the beat, even if you got two left feet, two right feet, it doesn't matter. You're moving, and that's what sound does to you. It helps you move. That's the frequency. And
Mhm.
so I feel like everybody knows how to dance. It's just people have their different perspectives of what dance is. You know what I mean? In the Egyptian days, they didn't really dance. They just did different movements to symbolize some type of sacred ritual or something whatsoever. They didn't have to be professional dancers, but literally they just did those movements. And so dance is more so than just doing a routine or doing something like that. It's honestly just movements and just being in tune to the music and being present with the music.
That's a better explanation than I've heard because I'll be over here like my whole life. People, have the phrase of you can't dance and you can't dance,
Yeah.
and so people think dancing means that you have to be, I guess, necessarily a certain level of crisp
Mhm.
or clean or sharp
Yeah.
with your moves. And you're
Yeah.
saying you can be whatever. Is dance is not about the fluidity of the movements. It's about, I guess, the intention behind the movements, right?
Mhm.
Because that's why I enjoy it. Even though people like make jokes and give me shit about it,
Mhm.
it's like, um, it's fun. It literally is a dopamine rush
Yeah.
to dance. You know what I'm saying?
It
And
is.
so,
It is.
and I also read that dancing is spiritual, and so maybe you can like,
It is very, very spiritual. But you do realize, like, for instance, when you put on lotion and you're just lotioning your elbows and your wrists and your hands, you're dancing because those are dance moves that people are doing actual for rituals and for their, cultural practices, religion. So, like, literally, that's dancing. Lotion, 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 lotion. That's a dance.
I never
It's
thought of it like
all
that. So I'll be dancing.
movements.
I'll be dancing all the damn time. Then,
Brushing your teeth, brushing your teeth.
so
It's
any kind of,
dance.
so any
It's
kind of rhythmic
movement.
movement.
So there's no thing as can't. I don't use the word can't. Like you can do anything, but when people say you can't dance, that's just what their perspective is. That's why again, what other people think about you, other people, it does not matter.
Mm-hmm.
But truly, dance is movement. It's all about, and that's where it came from. Just free spirit movement. Like just moving with life, moving. If you go look at the Alvin Ailey dancers, you will see how they just execute their moves with the voice and the tone of the music and rocking my soul and just how they rock their soul and move their body. It's just literally the movements, expression, just expressing themselves the best way possible. That's what dance is. It's beautiful. It's an art. It really is an art. And
It is. No,
everybody can do it.
seriously.
Everyone can do it.
Is there a type of dance that you like a style?
So I got a degree in dance improvisation, and with dance improvisation, you had to learn different styles, all type of different styles. But prior to, I was already performing doing hip hop, and I was part of a fraternity, and I was teaching pole dance classes. So I was teaching people how to do fitness on the poles and stuff. And I did tap before, and so when I got to college, I was doing all of that, like modern, contemporary, ballet, hip hop, everything.
Damn.
Yeah, and so I'm very versatile with all my moves. So I don't limit myself to a specific genre. So for instance, if I'm applying for a dance dance gig, I'm not finna just put, oh, I'm a hip hop artist, I'm a hip hop dancer. No, I'm all the above. I'll give you different aspects of me as far as dancing and movements because my movements are limitless. I
Hmm.
can do anything. I can flex my body. I can do whatever I want to, like as far as movements, because that's what dance is, expression. I can just
Hmm.
sit right here and just do facial expressions, and that's a dance.
Man, the way you broke it down, like you made it real simplistic. So I'm just like, I never thought about it in these terms. Like I always
Yeah.
thought it had to really be qualified by something.
Yeah, yeah. Truly, truly, truly. And that's why like it just makes people happier. When I see people dancing, it makes them happy. Like think about these dances now, these little line dances that people love
Hmm.
that. They just want to feel appreciated and accepted and involved. And so literally I just think that the line dancing is just really cool, and even challenges. Like that's why I'm big on doing challenges.
Yes. Well,
Love it.
people, you tapping into that creative aspect of them people too, right? But then it's also like it makes you do the dance to the best of your ability.
Yes.
So what you're actually asking them to do is tap into the spiritual moment to the best of your ability.
Yeah.
And so like when we were out and about and those people heard the music playing and they just instantly started moving.
Mhm.
They instantly started dancing. Like those kind of magical moments that motivates
We
dance.
didn't have to tell them anything. They let the music play for itself.
That's what I'm saying.
All you do is press play. That's how
What's the
you know you
difference
got
between
powerful
dancing and
music.
gyrating?
I would say no difference.
No difference. It's
I
just
don't I don't really
older
see a
folks be like,
difference.
"Oh, that gyrating," and
It's still the same thing. It's movement. It's movement. Yeah. It's movement.
so like, have you ever been on like a dance team or something like that before?
Yeah, I was part of a dance fraternity. And plenty dance teams, yeah, for sure.
But what's the difference between a fraternity and a team? It's no different.
To be honest, it's still collaboration. You still connecting with individuals. So I don't find it to be a difference. It's just the whole
Is it
speculations
easy
and
for you to dance
rules.
with other people, or do you prefer to dance alone?
I find that it's more energies you got to deal with when you dance with other people. You got to understand you got to assess their situation, what they got going on. How are their dance skills? What have they have experience with? What do they know how to do and not know how to do? What are their limitations?
Hmm.
So it's all type of different energy. You know how you perform. You know how you dance. You know what you do. You know the energy that you give. You just have to figure out the others. So that's the hard part. It's just figuring out the energy, making sure everybody's on the same frequency. As far as dance, it's always you might feel like somebody's better. Somebody might be better at doing this type of dance versus somebody might be better at doing this type of dance. So everybody's good at what they're doing, but it's all matching on the same energy and frequency. So when people are dancing and performing together, if you're on the same energy and frequency, it's going to be magical. But if it's not there, somebody's low vibration or somebody's just not with it, it's going to show. And it's gonna make the whole dance look slacky. So that's why when you're collaborating with people and you're working with a team, it's very important to make sure everybody understands the energy. They understand the movements.
Hmm.
They don't have to even execute it exactly, but if they understand the energy and movement, it's gonna prove for itself.
That's what I'm saying. So you're saying even if y'all are doing three totally different dances, if y'all are both, if all three of y'all are focused into it and locked in, it can
And
be
the energy is there.
the energy is there.
It will give. It will give.
So
Because you're gonna stand out regardless. With you're gonna always have a standout. You're gonna have somebody standing out regardless. One or two people out the group standing out, period. You're gonna always have that. And the reason they stand out because they know their purpose. They know how good they are. They know their capabilities. They know their limitations. And so that's what they do. They stand out. They learn the energy of everybody else and they conserve their energy into one and they really explode with their energy. That's why they stand out.
is there any one particular dancer or person that made you get into it, or was it just like it was just naturally into you that you was already gonna
It
be
was
dancing?
already
It
naturally
was
into
ever
me.
since you was born
Music
with
and
it.
dance was all into me, but everybody that I start seeing dancing, it just really helped, amp it up. Like I love all the step up movies, I love
I
all
was gonna ask you
those.
about that. I was about to say, so what movies? I'm a movie nerd, so I was gonna say, growing up, I saw those step up movies, and what was that one? Bring It On, when they had the dance competition with Rihanna. That one, and I was like, wow, like, and that show that was on VH1 about dance teams, Hit the Floor.
Hit the floor was
You remember
good.
Hit the Floor? Wasn't that about dance?
Hit the floor was good. Yeah, it
So
was.
that's like those are my frame of references for like seeing how much of a culture that it really is. Like it really is like a culture, and it's like people really respect dancers. Like because me personally, like again, growing up being told that I can't dance, that I have no rhythm, and all these different things that you have now affirmed in me during this podcast. It made me interested in like people who are naturally good at it. You know what I'm saying? Like people who could like do backflips and like do all this, like, but didn't have to be taught. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, how do y'all get y'all bodies to just physically do this stuff? So I
It's
think it truly is a
amazing.
gift, right? It truly is a
Really,
gift.
it really is. And then some people might not even classify that as dance. They'll look at that as stunts and stuff. But that's what I'm saying.
You can do a backflip.
It's all still dance. I've done one. I have not done it again. Hey, I would definitely do it. I would go to training though.
Ooh,
Like
you don't want to break something now.
with certain limitations. I know what my body is great at doing, and I know that I can advance in anything that I can do, and I can do anything. But I want to get the right training for it, 100%, because I'm not trying to hurt myself, because I'm still trying to dance. I'm going to dance for the rest of my life. So
You don't want to do a backflip and then yank something. The next thing you know, you're over here like, not to say that he's older than like that, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? But it's just, if you haven't done it in a while, you might not know.
yeah.
I used to be so jealous. I can't do no flips. I can do a cartwheel.
hmm
I can do a cartwheel. I can do a front flip. And when I was
Okay, you getting there? You get
layer by layer, step by
yeah,
step, you know what I'm
you're
saying?
peeling off the onion. You know,
Yeah, exactly. But
it's getting there. You know,
and you know, like when those trendy dances, like when we were kids, like, well, you're a few years older than me, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to age him, but you know, so the
few
lean with
years younger. I am a few years younger. I am not older. I don't have an age. I'm ageless.
okay, so we're just existing. We're energies. So when we were in our younger energy days, the lean with the rock with, it's the Soldier Boy dances, right? These, what was that? Huh?
Lion King, all that.
So like,
Yeah.
I felt like that era, like what impact and what influence did that have on you? Like, if I'm sure a lot.
I was doing all them
Yeah, I was
dances,
about to
all
say,
the Soldier
which one
Boys,
didn't you do?
Lion King, Stanky Leg, Do the
Well,
Jerk,
oh, the jerk! I
all
forgot about the
kind of
jerk.
yeah, and oh, what's the other Lion King? What's the other one? Oh, it was so many
Burn walk. Did you hit the
Heisman
burn walk
and
with Soldier Boy?
Bird
Let me hit that burn
Wall.
walk.
Yeah, two step,
Two step.
all that. Like literally all. Oh my gosh, that bring back memories. But that tells you too, like the times, like. And
Yeah.
those were fun times. That was when dancing was just. And see, with TikTok, it's kind of like it's kind of the same as TikTok, but like I don't know, it just meant more that then. I just feel like it can be more now. Like we can bring some of that stuff back, but in a different way rather than just TikTok dances. But you see that the people that don't dance, they doing TikToks. That's what I'm telling you.
Exactly.
It's movements. It's all about the movements. You can do anything. Don't limit yourself to like, oh, I ain't got the movement, I ain't got the rhythm. Just do it. Move and let's dance. Let's dance.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
I'm gonna take that mentality with me to the club next time. Cause like, you
Yeah.
know, I'm gonna come. The thing is, like, that's what I'm saying. I think dancing is literally just about just letting loose.
Let loose.
Dancing is freedom, huh?
Loose as a goose. Don't get me. Shout out to Boosie. Yeah, but literally, yeah, like I totally agree. I totally agree. It's just movement, you know what I mean? And so just moving around. It feels good though. It really does. Like with me, it's like a spiritual awakening. Like it awakens my soul. Even when I went to the spiritual retreat, we danced.
Mm-hmm.
We danced. We had to let go of some of that energy and just let free and just be us and just it came natural.
You know, one form of dancing that I thought I was gonna do, back to my Bring It On days. When I was watching the one with Solange and they started crumping. You remember when they started crumping and the dude in the movie was like
Yeah.
he was dancing like this. And I was like, what's this? Like he just rotating around the girl just.
Yeah.
And I was like, me and my cousin was looking at each other like, we could do that shit. We could,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But it's
crumping. That crumping was something. Crumping was fun.
That's
I
what I'm
almost
saying.
broke my neck trying to crump though. I'm on the floor getting it. I mean, they were crumping hardcore.
What about breakdancing?
Breakdancing is fun too.
You can do all that stuff. Like you can do the flip in the New York.
I like to see the old school people though. I like to see the old school people do the breakdancing. You know,
Gotcha.
they might. They still got it. Some of them still got it. So I would want to see them roll around the floor and do it rather than the new school because the old school breakdancing was the real deal stuff. I'm telling you, like we got to really go back into
They would spin on
history
their
and learn
heads
about
for
that.
real.
I'm telling you, literally, it was so exciting and so fun and seeing so creative to see. Like it was just it was just amazing.
So if you had the opportunity to dance with one person, or like let's say that y'all do like a duet, like with just y'all two. Someone not Beyonce. That's too easy. Who's another person you would want to do like a dance duet with?
So, I've been thinking too, like with a lot of my songs, there's certain artists that I know for sure when I hit the stage, I would love to bring out as a surprise. So I'm gonna say right now, Janet Jackson. I can definitely see like a whole Janet Jackson
Oh,
popping out the crowd, and then
yeah.
she bringing her clique. I have my dancers, and we all emerge together and start doing like a whole Rhythm Nation type of
I'm about to say,
situation
I'm sure she's one of
in
your
a
biggest
Zanny World
inspirations.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
and it's
Janet,
gonna happen soon. It's gonna happen soon.
we have spoken.
Listen, it's gonna happen very soon.
Janet, you gonna see this. Janet Jackson gonna see this.
Oh, she already seen it.
She already,
She
so
already
like,
seen it.
was she one of your biggest direct inspirations? You say, like Janet, of course. Like I think as far as dancing, Janet influenced like a whole generation.
Oh, she influences a lot because even the people that I look up to, they are inspired by Janet. But who did Janet look up to?
Mike,
She looked up to Mike, Paula Abdul, and others. Yeah,
Paula Abdul, break that
yeah.
down for me. I didn't know Paula Abdul was a dancer.
That's who taught her.
I'm sorry. I'm in the dark.
Yeah, that's who taught her. Like, yeah, that's how she got her
Wow.
move. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Okay. Did you know this? Like,
Yeah.
damn, I'm
Mhm.
young. Okay. So you said dancing is movement. You changed my perspective kind of just in this conversation because now,
That quick.
yeah, this quick because now anytime somebody says or anything about my dance, I'm gonna be like, well, Zantavius said that I can fucking dance. And so dancing is movement, it's energy. And so
Yeah.
my parents used to always that's what I'm saying. It was never like berating. It was just like because like everybody thinks of us can dance. And so it's like they said this little black boy who don't have the rhythm, and so it's like
Yeah.
those are always the jokes that I got. But
Yeah.
now what you're telling me is like I was responding to just that natural fun and energy that was already inside me. Some people can make a profession out of it. Most of us probably are not. You know what I'm saying? You just have fun with it and you just be true to it. And so I'm gonna take that confidence with me when I dance now.
Be
I'm more
true.
confident with dancing now because I feel like my rhythm increased a little bit. Maybe from being around him. You know what I'm saying? He might have rubbed off on me a little bit or something. But I appreciate that word, bro, because this is the first time I've ever heard that definition of dancing.
Yeah.
First time.
Yeah.
And so
It's the
you learn
expression
something
of
new every
movement.
day.
Yeah, dance is an expression of movement. It's all about how you move and how you feel.
Did
at
you
that
ever read
time.
about like are there like any history of like dances like from any civilizations that inspired you or like any specific ones? Like
We
from
have to learn the history of everything as far as dancing, but I would say specifically, I love the tribal dancing. I love the Indian tribal dancing, like Cherokee or Blackfoot Indian. That's part of my tribe. I'm
Blackfoot Indian?
25% Blackfoot Indian here, and so
Damn.
yeah, and so but yeah, so learning about their tribal dance and their rituals and all that stuff, and as well as the Egyptian culture and like their rituals and stuff that really influenced me. Um, and also, of course, ballet is very interesting.
I was gonna ask about that. Like, so you done
Yeah.
ballet?
Mhm.
Ballet is pretty difficult. I would.
It's just very precise. It's like it's the first one that you really need to really
You
incorporate
on
to
your
know
tippy
your
toes
body.
like that for real? For real?
Yeah, it's really deep.
So a lot of football players take ballet.
Yeah, it helps.
It helps with their toe taps and stuff. And I was like,
Training, yeah.
this is so interesting. Like, but so when you first got into ballet, like, was that a challenge or did it
Oh
come
yes,
easy?
it's always a challenge.
Okay.
Yeah, even dancing to this day, period, is a challenge. It's always a challenge. It's about you perfecting it.
Mhm.
Like you can sit right here and teach me a hip hop routine. I'll get it like that. That's no problem. It's all about executing it in the best way that I know how to and giving my energy to it. So it's always a challenge because you're using somebody else's. If somebody else is teaching you to dance, you're taking their energy and their moves and incorporating it into your lifestyle. But you have to elevate it.
Well said. Well
You
said.
know.
Well
So
said.
you're not really being a choreographer. You being a dancer or performer of that person's choreography.
Do you find it difficult to teach other people moves?
No, I don't find it difficult. It's just the mental capacity for the person to actually like take it. So like if they're in the mental space to actually learn an 8 count, 2 8 counts, 3 8 counts, 4 8 counts, so this move, transition here, all this other stuff, yeah, they'll learn it. But if they don't have the mental capacity, or they got something personal going on, or either they're just not there or not present at the moment, then they're not gonna grasp that information.
Mm.
So what I used to do, I used to have my dance instructors to already have the dance moves created and everything before they taught the dance class, and I used to have them show me the dance moves so I can learn it as well.
Got you.
That helped. But also, I had them improvising too. So I was like, okay, I need these four instructors to come here. Let's do. You could do 2 8 counts. You do 2 8 counts. You do two. You do two. Let's combine together. Let's make a routine like that. We made a routine, and they're so deep into it because a piece of their material is in the routine. So they're very
Mm.
devoted to it, and they feel like a certain energy need to be put into it. That's why it's important to get everybody to bring a piece of themselves into
Mm-hmm.
one as a whole to make a big, beautiful routine. I don't want to sit right here and teach you everything, because I just feel
You
like
can't teach them everything, can you?
no, because I mean, at the same, you can teach them everything that you think that they need to know, but they still gonna do it in their own type of way, their own
So
energy.
you'd rather somebody find their natural, because whatever you do naturally is going to do the best. Then you trying to imitate what I told you.
Let them be good at what they're good at. Meet them where they are, but that's why I say you got to understand their mental capacity and see where they are as a dancer. They're experiencing everything whatsoever. So if they're good at crumping and they do a 2-8 count of crumping, but they're not good at rolling the hips, we're gonna incorporate their crump dancing. But they also still got to get out their comfort zone and learn how to roll their hips if that's part of the routine. But I
Mhm.
know for sure that they'll go hard for the crumping. So maybe I'll bring them towards the front for crumping. And when the hips, we'll do a transition for them to go to the back with the hips because they're not that good on the hip stuff.
Oh wow! So that kind of choreography is intentional.
Oh, it's deep. It's deep with dancing. It's more to it. It's not just people right here
Because
dancing.
you got to be
moving.
organized.
Oh, you gotta be structured. You gotta have definitely a structured organization and again energy.
You've been a part of a dance competition before, like where there's a money prize.
Mhm.
Yeah, I won.
Oh yes.
How much money?
That was 1,500. That was in high school. It was me and 3 dancers and 1 girl. Yeah, we had did Beyonce's Freakum Dress. We did Lloyd Feels So Right. We did the other songs. The other 2 songs I totally
Y'all split
forgot.
$1,500 between the 3 of y'all.
Hmm?
So $500 back then, you felt like you had all the money in the world.
And
huh?
I was in 10th grade. Yeah.
Oh,
in
you
high
was
school.
rich.
Yeah.
You was rich.
It was really fun though. It was really really fun. Even I was supposed to even go do So You Think You Can Dance, but I didn't have the funds at the time to go do it.
Wow.
And it was just me, like, and my mom was, she's a single parent of 3, so I was having to work hard. And I'm like,
Yeah. Right.
but I realized like that wasn't meant for me at that time. Maybe now I can go hop on a dance show and kill it or whatever. But also like,
Would you do
certain
that?
stuff. So when it comes to competition, right? I've learned this from just doing the previous competition. When it comes to competitions, it gets very competitive and you start to lose yourself. You start to lose your craft and your energy, and you start to rethink your craft and your energy, and you start to compare it to other people. It might be somebody better rapping, or better singing, or better dancing than you, or even a better performer. And so you start getting into your head, oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, I need to do this. I need to do this. But it's also a good thing because it gives you exposure and gives you what's going on with the trends and stuff right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say I wouldn't necessarily want to do a competition show because I'm not here to to compete. I'm here to create. And so what I bring, I'm creating something and I'm leaving an impact. And it's left.
Money
I
prize.
mean, even when I did that last competition, when I did the chicken head with the dancers, they used my video for a promo.
Yeah.
They used part of the chicken head dance for a promo for their competition for this year.
This year. Okay.
And that tells you, and I had on my pimp outfit. I had on my pimp outfit, my purple pimp outfit, my pimp hat. And then, they showed my hat coming off, and I had to actually throw my hat.
Your good Cat Williams
and
mode.
I took off my head cap. It was my hat and my head cap. I took it off, and I had my dreads swinging, literally. And that's what had 50,000 people in the crowd screaming and yelling.
Yeah.
It was moments like that because my hat fell off. And I'm like, oh, my God, my hat fell off. I'm doing the chicken head with the dancers, and they just looking at me while we still dance. I'm like, oh, my God, my hat. So I did a surprise. The hat fell off. I took the stocking cap, had my locks, and I started swinging my locks and still killing it. And it gave more of depth with the dance moves. And that's what I'm saying. When you can't plan nothing, you got to go by structure.
Yeah.
And just know how to improvise and get going. So that's what. Yeah, but competition, yeah, it's not really for me. I know I can blow a competition out the park. I'll definitely be a hardcore.
He said just to let y'all know now. He said ain't nobody over here. You know what I'm saying? We ain't scared now. He said I'm just letting y'all know. I could if I wanted to, but I ain't. Yeah, but that's the energy I'm getting.
The ideas I have and the things how I execute and how I perform, people just always being like and wow.
Do you remember the coolest dance performance you've seen in person? As like a audience member.
I would say it's been a lot of cool ones. I'm just saying dance period is cool.
Okay.
How everybody, show it is cool,
One of the coolest performances I remember seeing as a kid was Michael Jackson's Smooth Criminal performance on stage.
Okay.
And when he had the light up suits and everything like that. Me seeing that shit as a little kid, I was like, we in a different fucking universe tonight. Like I was like, cause you know how it starts off, he just starts off like with them just kind of going up and down. And then it's dun 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 dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, and each part of the suit lights up when the song hits that part, and it was just like that shit was like that's what I'm saying, bro. Like
It's
I see
detail,
that. That's what I'm saying. Like that, but the performance aspect
detail,
of it was excellent, and they're all
detail.
coordinated.
Uh-huh.
They're all coordinated, like you said. The choreography was on point. Like, and it just, but once you see it, they make it look easy. But like when I was a part of a production that was putting together like some narrations, and we had like some skits we had to act out. It was for like it was a domestic violence showcase I did like maybe 2015, like 10 years ago. Damn.
Uh-huh.
And I was the narrator. So that's where actually my narrator career began 10 years ago. And we had these dancers that were a part of the show. And so I remember like during rehearsals when we would practice, like I would see how much work they would put in into like it was maybe 6 young girls. And so I'm like, they have their instructor is like telling them, like, listen, like we gotta keep this on point. Like, and so you talking about this now is reminding me of like the meticulousness and just the perfection that goes along with organizing a dance group.
Yes. It's a lot.
Could you be
It's a
like a
lot.
dance coach of like a team, like a
Oh
group?
yeah, I was teaching these girls. It was 15 girls. Teaching them at one point at the dance studio, at Zam Dance Studio.
So I feel like you enjoy that part. Probably
I enjoy teaching for sure.
is it easier teaching kids or adults?
I would say kids. I would say kids is easier teaching kids because they have that creativity and they willing to learn and they willing to step out their comfort zone. Adults, they have limitations, so they might feel like, oh, I don't want my man to look like this. I don't want my girlfriend to think of me like this, or this limitations. Period. Kids, they just being free and they enjoying it and they showing the movements. Adults have limitations. Oh my back, oh my leg, oh this, oh that.
Yeah.
And so it's just like that's why I say it's always important to have that kid around, that magical thinking around, so that you can remain in that childlike state to show like you want to explore life, you want to appreciate life, you want to show every aspect of life. You don't want to limit yourself. Adults be limiting themselves, and so it is what it is with that
Ooh, that's another heavy conversation too. How we turn into because those adults were once kids who were just like them. And what process do we go through to
life.
exactly?
They let life get to them in the worst way.
Yep.
Bills and all the negative stuff. But see, that's where dance come in because it's a stress reliever. So like literally, you let that consume you, but you can release it by dance. That's why a lot of people pole dance. It brings freedom. They using their upper core and they strength to do something beautiful
That's
and
yeah.
positive and just magnificent. And they
So
using their body in a different way.
would you say exercise is a form of dance?
Yes.
So I'll really be dancing more than I be thinking.
Yeah.
I really be dancing more than I be thinking. You know
If you
what?
put a beat to it and you take out the workout equipment, it's dance.
Damn, bro. Like I never thought about it from that perspective. I really didn't. Like you remember when that This Is America video came out,
Mhm.
and that was when I thought he had me in the mirror
Mhm.
like this, trying to be inspired and trying to do all his moves.
Yeah.
What do you know what type of dance he was doing? Like specifically the
It was
name?
free flowing.
That was just free flow.
Mhm.
Because it seemed like it was organized, but it didn't seem like it was organized at the same time.
Whatever felt. You could tell he just created that. I can tell he created that. He listened to that beat and he was just feeling it at that time.
Damn.
Yeah.
The
He just
expertise came out with that, huh?
exactly.
But is that how
Exactly.
you operate too? Like, do you let the beat pick how you move?
I let the beat pick up how I move. And that's why I haven't shot I don't want to shoot the music video to beat it just yet. Because that beat and that song, it just hits me differently. And I know I have to execute in a hardcore way. And so until I'm able to fully 100% give that big execution, I'm not doing the music video for it just yet. It's happening,
Mhm.
but not now. It might be later on. It might be on the remix. It might be on the alternate version of
Just
Beat It.
stay tuned.
But it's gonna happen.
Stay tuned.
It's gonna happen because it's also part of an idol, and Mike was an idol, so I want to give 100% into everything. Even my song, "If I Was Your Boyfriend," Prince. I remade that song. Like
Mhm.
I haven't shot a music video to that, and it's the reason why. Because I'm just like I have to execute that in a 100% way. Everything need to be structured, not planned. And so I want to give 100% in my structure with it, and I'm not 100% on those two songs yet. With structure for the music videos, putting it
Got
out
you.
there is out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, and so it's very, very important. Very.
Did you have any favorite dancers that were trendy? Like out of the Stanky Leg, out of the Laffy Taffy, out of the Soldier Boy? Which one was your favorite from that era? Or did you have or just your favorite dancers in general? Whether it's a moonwalk, whether it's a pop locket, like do you have any particular move that's like, I love doing this?
I would say it was one of the Crank Dad's songs. It wasn't Crank That Lion King. It was Crank That Roy.
Great that Roy.
Watch me crank that Roy. Watch me crank that Roy. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, do I remember? I don't remember that one.
It's a lot of great ones that was out back then. That it's just
Bro, like, oh my god.
Lion King was fun too. It's just
I don't even remember that one. You remember Crank the Lion King? How does Crank the Lion King go?
Crank that Lion King. Snap. Crank that Lion King. Oh, do your dance with it.
I
Yeah.
did. I'm sorry.
You watch, and when you listen to it, watch. I'm sure y'all have heard Crank That Lion King, but yeah, for sure, it was a very interesting one as well. It's so many.
Na Savea.
Mama ni Shiba ba. Sisig hum. Yeah, it
That's
did that too.
fire though. Like if that was my dance, I'd have put that at the beginning of the song and then just turn it into a trap beat.
And see, that got me thinking about doing a Lion King type of music video because I already got a song similar to that. So that's what I'm saying. Like that's creativity. Like
yeah.
pulling stuff and making it your own way. But like literally, that I can envision that being on that.
Was the Stanky Leg officially the worst dance name you've heard? Stanky Leg was a pretty bad name to me. I don't know why. Because I didn't get it when it first came out. I'm like, why does your leg stink?
It makes you think though.
It did.
And it got stuck to you. So that's how they draw you in.
Stanky Leg. Do the Stanky Leg.
And that's something you won't forget.
You right.
That's like Cisco thong 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 song. You won't forget that song. You talking about a thong.
Baby.
And he made a bomb song about thongs.
Man. He did.
And that tells you right there, creativity. Just use your mind and be creative and just be you and just like what? People, if you play that song right now in the club or even here, people will be like jamming off of it. It's something that people gonna remember.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay. So for better or worse, I do remember Stanky Leg. So that's a good point.
Yeah.
So like, have you ever created like what about creating an organic dance that goes viral? Like that's gotta be on your bucket list, like for you to be the person that everybody's imitating.
Yeah, when I was doing the chicken head challenge, I had people doing that. It was just amazing seeing all those people do it. Like I was shocked seeing people doing it at work, outside and park, in front of everybody, weird, random places.
I feel like that word challenge, it motivates like excitement and interest in people. Like when you say challenge, like
people are very competitive.
people are.
Especially dancers, but when it comes to cash, everybody competitive.
Yeah, I was gonna say when
even the dancers that ain't no dancers, they gonna jump on it.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of them jump on it.
So like okay, do you feel like so
I kind of don't want to say.
That's what I'm saying.
So it was one. I'm sorry, I gotta say it. It was one. I don't know what type of. It wasn't the robot, but it was just. And I'm like, and my son, you a chicken head, you a chicken. I'm like, well.
You just was trying to see the vision.
But they were moving, and it looked like little tick seizures and stuff, but it was pretty interesting. And I told the person, I was like, yo, I think I want to give you the cash prize because of this. He was just so
just because you
thankful.
were amused.
But he was just like, I love you so much that I don't even dance, but I just want to put this video out there because I support you. And that really meant a lot.
No,
and so and it really does mean a lot. And then like he was really honored for me to even put the video out there because I'm like, well, I want to embarrass you. Do you want me to just I don't have to put it out there. He was like, no, put it out there. I'm like, really? I was like, okay. People were just like, what the hell? What's this? but it
said, I don't want to embarrass you.
It was interesting, and it was him. And I mean, he told me to put it out there. I mean, hey, it got engagement.
Okay, so do you think the business of dancing, like so let's say dancers who dance for like artists or you dance for rappers and singers or other entertainers, we've heard executives and different label heads who have dancers. So do you feel like as you move on and up in the game and make more money, have you heard anything like as far as like any kind of like I don't know, any kind of like differences in like the culture once you become associated with like celebrities and stuff like that, other than just like on the ground dancing? Like when you start working with celebrities, have you heard any stories or any differences about how dancers operate?
Other than just professionalism, more professionalism and more on point. Period. Because you're getting paid more and you're taking it serious as a job, as a gig. So you got to take it serious. That's like with Beyonce having her dances. You finna dance with Beyonce, you finna work. And that's the opportunity. Take advantage of it and really appreciate it, ingest it, soak it in, and be the best that you can be because you can get replaced at any moment. And you're also getting paid pretty good than what you would
Yeah, I
get
was gonna
paid as
say, like,
any
yeah.
because dancers, as far as a pay, but it's not about the pay again. It's about what you love to do. But if you can get paid really good for doing something and get exposure and work with possibly her, like that's a big deal. So you got to be on it from
I
head
know
to toe.
you would be there in 0.5 seconds if you had the opportunity to dance with Beyonce.
But I've always had a dream to do background dancing for Usher, Beyonce, and Missy. But honestly, and I had auditioned for Missy Elliott. I made it to the top 10 in Atlanta.
Wow.
Get your freak on, hot. Get
Oh,
your
that was
freak
that
on,
song?
hot. Yeah, it was that
Oh,
song.
man.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
man.
was there in that last group, and I had messed up. I made it. It was so many people
You had to be like a
outside.
teenager by then, huh? It was like
I
early-
was about 18, 19.
Yeah, okay.
And I had messed up because I let anxiety get to me because I had made it that far. I was in that last group. And Missy Elliott pointed to her assistant, and her assistant pointed at me, and they were looking at the moves and the energy. And I seen that, and I shouldn't have seen that because the time I seen that, that's when I messed up on the footsteps, and I didn't hit I was like, oh, and I tried to, it just didn't go the way I needed to go.
Oh, man.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying though. When you in your zone and you perform, like when I perform, it's a whole different situation. I'm a different person. I'm locked in.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was locked in, but I got distracted. And that's what caused me to kind of but I was thankful that I was able to make it that far and to be seen. And that lets me know like my potential.
That's what I'm saying. I think that even though that happened, I think that was still affirming.
It's gonna be a full circle moment. Missy Elliott, me and her gonna
I
work
was gonna
together.
say, like,
We're gonna work together.
Missy.
We're gonna go to Virginia. I mean, we got people on the team from Virginia.
Yeah, we do.
And, so she's from Virginia. Hey, so I mean, anything
Missy,
is possible.
we ain't done with you yet. Missy, we're not done with you yet. You know what I'm saying?
Never.
So with entertainers and just like everybody that's in the industry, and that's like, like all the powerful entities in entertainment industry, from record executives to, producers and everything like that. What do you think is the most important part about like putting together a successful like campaign for an artist, like including the dancers? Like what role do they play? Like as far as like the executives and like the people around the dance team that are not the dancers themselves, like do people around y'all affect y'all routines and the energy? Like,
well, they more so have control, and so they let you be creative, but they usually have a choreographer that's over that, and they're over the choreographer, so they only respond to the choreography. They don't respond to the dancers. So they tell the choreographer,
Got you.
okay, you need to tell your dancers to do this, da 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 da. But I will say that whenever you are doing like a competition show, going back to the competition show, and you have dancers, or if you're just performing, period, and you have dancers, make sure your dancers are on point, because those dancers, one little move that they create, it can be seen, because again, it's not just you performing, it's you and others. And so you got to take into perspective that everybody is accounted for. So if one person misses a move and it's obvious, the judging and everybody can see it. That's the reason I didn't make top 5. I made the top 10 as far as top 20. I made the top 20 out of 280, but I didn't make the top 10 because my dancer messed up.
yeah,
And that ain't had nothing to do with my rapping, my singing, my dancing, or my performing. But
it was your focus in that moment.
they were on stage with me. But if I did it by myself, and which others in the crowd was like, Xander, you should have just performed by yourself. Those dancers kind of messed you up. And I'm like, well, no, this is an opportunity to learn and grow, so it's okay. But they was like, no. The judge even came up to me and told me, Zan, we want you to go on tour, man. Like, we need you to go on tour. He said, but them dancers, you got to drop them.
Damn.
And that put some things to perspective, and that's what had me like not doing any dancers or nothing for a while. For about a whole year, I was like, I don't want no dancers. I just want me. When I went to a headline for a show last year in Columbia, South Carolina, it was just me, and I turned that crowd out.
Mhm.
And it's just like, I'm so used to people being around me doing music videos with a whole bunch of people and everything, that I started doing solo, and I love that. But I realized I make the team. I make the performance regardless.
Mhm.
I can incorporate them. They can be the background, but they don't have to be the main focus either. Because I was doing a main trio where I had dancers specifically name the sensations and stuff and
Oh,
all that stuff. And there's nothing wrong with that, but at the same time, I got too deep with them. I let them get in too much of my craft. They should have had limits, as in like maybe 1 or 2 songs. I let them be in like 6 and have their own little thing, and it kind of got a little too overwhelming. And the energy, again, the energy of those dancers, it really causes an impact. And then again, if somebody mess up on the floor, you need to keep going. If you have the individual that mess up and they can't catch up, it's gonna mess up the whole energy of the dance. It can be a great song, great performance that was supposed to be shown, great moves, great outfits, but if it's a mess up, then hey, it's a mess up. It's a mess up. The whole routine.
So, what's the most important thing that anybody?
Consistency.
That's the most important thing for anybody. For anybody
Consistency.
wanting to be a dancer, or okay,
Consistency.
let's say if they're not a dancer yet, but they want to be.
Consistency, drive, and energy.
Okay. Okay.
And don't show any lag. You have to be open. If you're not open to learning different moves and doing different things, you don't need to be a dancer. And that's
Ooh.
even a creator. If even with music, producer, whatever, if you're not willing to learn differently and get out your comfort zone, don't be a creative because you're lacking yourself. You're limiting yourself.
Mhm.
And that's opportunity for somebody else to step in and do what they need to do.
Yeah. Because the thing is, I guess your value is quantified by how much you can do.
Mm-hmm.
How much do you know?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And so skills are invaluable.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's a good point, though, stepping outside your comfort zone,
Yeah.
which is a principle you apply to so many things in life.
Exactly. Exactly. Just brainstorm these moves and just put them out there. Literally, just put them out there and hey, it'll happen naturally. And that's why you were saying, like, with Childish Gambino, he was just moving. Like, he was just free flowing. He didn't have this scripted. Like, that's what he felt with the music, the sound. That's the way it's supposed to be.
That's what I'm saying. But that's when I feel like when I ask you, where did that come from? I don't know. That's the best answer. Because you just felt it. Like,
From your soul.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I remember seeing, I forgot who interview I was watching or whatever, and they asked him, why did you do that? He was like, I don't know. He was like, why'd you go there? He was like, I don't know. And he was like, they're like, you don't know nothing. And he was like, I was just doing it, bro. I just felt it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't really sit here and tell you a logical reason why I did said act. I just felt it.
Mhm.
And so I feel like as an artist and when we're creating, that's always the best answer and moment to go off of, huh?
Yeah.
Like, just feeling it. So
Feel it.
you said
Just-
consistency?
Consistency.
And what was the other two? Consistency. You said drive and
Energy.
Consistency, drive, and energy. Those three things make a great dancer. So there we have it.
It makes a great dancer. Like, even like, for instance, like Diddy bops. Don't you see Diddy hopping around the stage bopping?
Yeah, I do.
You know what I mean? He moving, he dancing.
So
And he actually hyped up those performances.
So that term came from him?
I would say so.
I would say like that term Diddy Bob came from.
I would say so because I mean, look at what he doing. He bopping. He like the hype guy, and he kills it.
Yeah.
Like literally, when I seen him perform back in the day, I was like, okay, he got Lil' Kim and Big and all them mates
where you
going.
From it?
I'm just saying online.
Oh,
on TV.
Okay. I was gonna say
so,
you was
like,
there literally, he was lit.
literally with him bopping and stuff, it just brings on a different dynamic of the performance. You know what I mean? It brings on a different dynamic of the performance, and it's really, really interesting.
You think that's what's on his mind right now? Like, as he's like, do you think he's thinking about like what could he be thinking about right now? Like that man.
I would say with his situation, you know, he's a man of power, and he has a lot of evidence and a lot of documentation and a lot of different collabs and a lot of interactions with other celebs, you know. And so, to be honest, he has the key. He has the key. And with his situation, you know, it's unfortunate because, you know, everybody's trying to bring you down. But I do hope the best, and you know, you got to stay strong, and you know, karma is gonna get you. If you do bad, it's gonna come back to you later.
Yeah.
But if you are what you say you are, and you know you're innocent, and you know it's gonna present itself. You know, but I can say that he did have a big impact in the music industry. He still has a big impact. I still listen to his music, even R. Kelly. I still listen to their music, love their music. They have some of the biggest impacts, to be honest.
That's what I'm saying. People can't act like, I didn't mean to cut you off, but people act like that conversation is always annoying because I'm like, okay, I understand how sensitive these topics are and around these men, but I'm like, the art is the art. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't deny that when you hear this song, it takes you back to that moment in your life, or it gives you that still good feeling. Like when you play Your Body's Calling, that good feeling doesn't stop running through your body when you hear that beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, so however you choose to associate or disassociate from the artist, I tell people, like, there's no need in lying about the quality of their output because we can't deny that.
Feeling is important, and so it's all about how they make you feel. How did he make you feel? His music make you feel some type of way. He was connected. He made a lot of hits. Not gonna lie. I mean, he got Big, Mary J, and J-Lo and all them.
The catalog is crazy.
The catalog is crazy. So he definitely caused a stir with the music industry, and unfortunately, you know, he bopped himself into a situation. but I can say that I still love his music. I still love his craft. I still love his art. You know, I might not agree with some of the stuff that he's did. But Or creatively, I mean, I think he's very
That's
creative.
what I'm saying. That's our use for them, like as other artists. So a couple days ago, I was at the barbershop and I was actually, everybody's talking about, him. And somebody that was in the barbershop waiting on a cut was actually a music executive. And he told me that he RSVP for Diddy's parties before. And I was like,
I
oh,
mean, who wouldn't?
so yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're
Who
out there, it's like,
who wouldn't?
so it's like, oh, okay. So like, I'm like, but to be around somebody, like, it was such a coincidence that I happened to be around somebody who, was trying to, him and Jamie Foxx are the two biggest party throwers in the
And I
industry,
would
I've
go to
heard.
both of their parties. The reason being is this exposure and like they know everybody in the industry and they got
Yeah,
connects.
they got
To be
connects.
honest, you might have to go through Diddy to get to another person because regardless, if you're trying to get to somebody to get to a certain level, I'm pretty sure you got to go through Diddy, Jay-Z,
There's some kind
and
of,
some
they're
other.
at the door. Like,
They're at the door, and so it's all in connections. You know what I mean? But with that being said, would you go to a Diddy party?
I think I would go because, I mean, it's a party.
Pause. I think we should end this on that note. This is part 1 of episode 2. And again, welcome to Zantaverse.
And I'm King Ramil. Wait, this is my camera. I'm King Ramil.